Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Big McLarge Huge here, coming at you with another banger, showing you how to farm battle points in PUBG super efficiently. But before I get into that, if you guys are new around here, you should smack that subscribe button, because I'm going to be uploading a lot of PUBG videos that are tips, tricks, strategy guides, and everything in between. Alright, so everybody knows the technique where people would go AFK, run a bot on their system that just kept constantly queuing into games after they died, and through this they would gain the passive battle points, having been in the game for only 30 to 40 seconds after they inevitably died. However, with the most recent patch of PUBG, the developers have made it as such that you can't just queue into a game and gain battle points after 30 to 40 seconds. Now, when you queue in and you only live for about 30 seconds, you get 0 battle points. Which is a good thing, right? Because it removes the incentivization to actually run this bot and encourages players to just play the game instead of just farming battle points by going AFK in this way. So I've devised a technique where you can maximize your battle points and also play the game at the same time. Everyone was aware of this technique of the bots, however what everyone wasn't aware of is going to the end of the flight path with the bots as if you yourself are a bot, landing and then killing the people around you. Don't get me wrong, people do this, however it's a lot less frequent than you would think. The reason why I know this is because for the last about 50 games or so, I've actually just been going in and testing this out, seeing how many people still are AFK, given the fact that you get 0 battle points for doing so, and then also seeing the amount of people who are pretending to be AFK so they can kill the AFKers at the end. So I actually stumbled upon this method by accident. For whatever reason, when I open up my PUBG, the default server that I'm always selected to, even if I change it, is Asia. So I accidentally played a game on the Asian servers. And this was in the middle of me testing this method of going to the end to see who's faking to be AFK and to see who actually is also AFK. I noticed that whilst playing on the Asian servers, there was a significantly higher amount of people who were AFK for whatever reason than on the EU servers or the NA servers. I thought, why not just play maybe 10-15 games on this to see if it was the same, and every single time without fail there was about 8 to 12 and sometimes even as high as 15 people who were AFK on the Asian servers. The method entirely is simple. Queue yourself for solo on the Asian servers, go to the end with all the AFKers, drop in, parachute down with them, kill them, and then proceed to play the game as normal. This is going to yield a significant amount of battle points compared to if you were just to play the game as you were. Reason being is because you're going to have a significantly higher amount of kills than you would have had if you were to just play the game as usual. You're going to be dropping in and starting with around 5 to 6 kills, or even if you get lucky, sometimes you'll just start the game with 9 kills. The game that you're watching in the background was actually the first time that I queued into the Asian servers. I spawned in, got 5 kills, then just played the game out as I normally would. I think I finished 4th in this game, and I ended up getting 600 or 600 plus battle points at the end of it. And if I was to just play it normally, I would have got maybe 300 to 400 battle points, because obviously I would have had a lot less kills than that free boost that I got at the start. If you really wanted to, you could get about 3,000 battle points per hour doing this technique just by spawning in, getting your 5 to 6 entry kills, and then killing yourself, thus decreasing the amount of time you spend, and you'd get about 200 to 300 every time you did this. You could do that maybe, I don't know, 10 to 15 times per hour. That's definitely going to get you in the region of around 3,000 battle points per hour. I don't recommend doing this just because it kind of is lame. The game is meant to be played. Fair enough, get your extra battle points from killing the people who were supposed to be there but went AFK, and then proceed to play the game out how you normally would. That's how I use this system. If it starts to be getting used where a lot of people just start going to the AFK and then leaving as soon as they get their kills, it's a little bit lame just because, you know, everybody else is going to have a decreased number of people on the map, and it just takes some of the fun away from it. In addition to that, I don't know how okay the developers would be with this technique. I've seen things in other games like World of Warcraft where players start farming a resource so efficiently that the developers decide it's unfair on the other players, and they apply suspensions and sometimes even bans to certain accounts because they were farming a resource in the game way too efficiently and it was unfair for others. So of course, do this technique at your own risk. That's going to be it for this video. A quick conclusion of the points made: if you're doing this technique the way in which I employ it, you're gonna add maybe 500 to 600 extra battle points per hour to your solo play. If you do it the way that I mentioned, that is kind of on your own accord, then you can maybe even get upwards of 3,000–4,000 battle points per hour. But again, I don't recommend it. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. Again, if you're new around here, feel free to domestically abuse that subscribe button. It does not care in the slightest. And also hit a like on this video if you're actually gonna use any of these techniques. See you guys tomorrow.
Oh shit, shake that ass while moving like a gypsy. Stop, won't back it up now, let me see your hips. Oh shit, shake that ass while moving like a gypsy. Stop, won't back it up now, let me see your hips.
I love how stressed Deegan's getting. She went in that.
What the fuck?
Oh mate, you're about to get fucking
Where am I
roasted.
being shot from? I'm being roasted, toasted.